Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day, hopefully. Humpless day, middle of the week, Wednesday, hump day. Let me say hello to everybody. Laura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and hi to Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Sarah Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and LaCrame and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and N1QOV and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Marcel and Philip and Sam, St. Clinton. Hello. Laura says, perfect timing. I was daydreaming when I saw your pictures on Facebook. Hello. Hello. Let me make sure I got everybody. Wing Doggy. Hello, Marcel. Yeah, Marcel. So I put out, I have more pictures to post, but I did post a bunch already on Facebook, and I put one on Twitter and a video. There was like a 20-second video, which gives you it was a pretty good, it was a small red carpet, but they had a lot of photographers, and it gives you a good sense of like the yelling and the noise and the lights, and they're like, what do I look? Thank you. And you can see it's like dark and light and dark and light. So you see, depending on who's taking the picture, it's like bright or dark. Oh, I put it on Twitter and Facebook. Laura. It's a link. Thank you. Yes. So I wore the sparkly dress again because it was so awesome. I wanted to get more pictures of that sparkly dress. I wore it, and I went to this one event, but there was like, it was really weird. It was at the DGA, but there were no photographers there. It was very weird. I only got a couple of pictures, so I wore it again. So woohoo! Hello. David Jones says, was it white or gold or blue? What color was that dress? Wing Doggy says, I tried to repost it and it blocked him. Wow, really? Wait. My video? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, I have no idea. I don't know, because it's a Getty Images. Oh, Wing Doggy says, yes, it does. It's a Getty Images video, which means you have to repost their link. I don't think you can repost it as a different link. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, Wing Doggy. So I just tweeted the link. I'm sorry, Linda. Not everybody does. So yeah, Wing Doggy, I'm not sure how that works with rights managed stuff like that. Linda says the free supper was horrible. I think you can tweet it, but you got to retweet it directly from them, Wing Doggy. I'm not sure how that works, so I'm not the right person to answer the questions of all that. So how was everybody? So yeah, so I had fun. It was nice, and I got to dress up. So I think that turned out pretty good. I hope everybody's doing good. There's actually supposed to be something I'm supposed to go to on Friday, too. We'll see if I'll make it. I'm supposed to go to a screening Friday night in Hollywood. So we'll see if I'm going to make that. And hello, everybody on YouTube, Sam and Philip and anyone else watching there. I don't know David Jones. I never know who's going to be there. So, so how was everybody else's day? My eyes are bugging me today, something fierce. I'm getting pain from trying to read. Do you like these glasses? I've had a headache all day, and I don't know, maybe it's the new glasses. Hi, Sturgis guy. Marcel says, how many fingers am I holding up? 1. Pull my finger. So how it is hot here. Let me just say it is hot in Los Angeles. Yesterday and today, it's a scorcher. Yeah, so I've been running around all day. I've spent a lot of time getting pictures sent and everything. So how are you all doing today? Sturgis guy said they had the temperature was 165 degrees in a city in Iraq. No way. For real? For real. The temperature was, for real, 165 degrees? Wait, that can't be the surface of the Earth. That's what it felt like, or that's what it actually was? What does that mean? A heat index. Is that like wind chill factor where it's 100, it's 0 degrees, but it feels like minus? But what was the temperature really? What was the real temperature? Do you know? $119? Oh, wow. That is like the inside of an oven. That is the inside of an oven. If you stay out too long, you will be cooked. I was actually in Palm Springs one year. I was in a short film that was in the Palm Springs Festival, and we went out there for the festival. And Palm Springs gets really hot. It's out in the desert, and it was 114 degrees during the middle of the day. And I was like, I couldn't even move. And there were like all the restaurants had, you know, the outside patio things. And usually, you know how they'll have like a box that's up higher, like a heat box kind of. A lot of restaurants, for like when it gets cold at night, they have like kind of like heaters that are almost in the rafters, like where the lights would be, and it's like a long rectangular box. Well, these restaurants all had something that looked like that, but instead of heat, it was a fine mist. They had water misting in the air, but it was so hot that you didn't actually get wet because the water was immediately disappearing, but it was keeping it kept things. I was like, that's crazy. And we're in a desert, and you're missing everybody. Wow. Sturgis guy says Basra has been near the epicenter of the heat wave. The city's high 120 degrees for 8 straight days before falling to 119. That's really not much of a drop, is it? How, that is so hot. How does anyone even fight in these places where there's all this kind of like, you know, war and all this craziness going on? It's too hot to move. How does anybody have any sort of conflict in a place that's that hot? It's like, I hate you. I can't go out of the house. I would just be online. I'm like, I'm not leaving my house. It's too hot to move. Oil doesn't keep you cool. Yeah, Linda says, think about the soldiers with all that gear on. That's insane. I can't even imagine. Yeah, so I was there, and it was 114 during the day. By the time I left and I was driving home, like around between 11 and midnight, it had dropped down to 90. In the middle of the night, it was still 90 degrees. That's how I was like, Palm Springs. Oh, this is crazy. Really, Marcel? I've never found that to be true. Marcel says a thick double layer of clothes makes you cooler. I've never found that to be true at all. I've always found that layering makes me warmer. That's what I do in the wintertime. That's what they do over there? Really? Or maybe they have a different kind of special cloth or something. Well, I don't know. That's pretty warm. So, sorry, I feel very boring today. So, I hope I'm not being too boring for you guys. No, I am not dressed up for anything. I am a bum today. I'm wearing just a t-shirt and a skirt. Yes, Sam, I am tired. You know what? I've been having trouble sleeping for the last couple months, actually. Ever since I haven't seen that guy that was trying to start fires the last couple months, but ever since then, I have not been able to sleep, and I've been up until like at least 3 in the morning every night. But I'm still getting up at like 8 or 8:30. So no naps. Sturgis guy says, who do I talk to about my script? My script is about puppeteers. I don't know. I can't say that I know who I would direct your puppeteer script to. Oh no, why not, Linda? Puppeteers who were sent to the concentration camps. True story. Wow. Well, Sturgis guy, that sounds like something compelling. Well, Linda says she can't eat Chinese food anymore because it's not healthy for her digestive tract. Well, Linda, I would say that maybe modify your statement and saying you can't eat fast food or things that have additives. Like if something has weird additives like MSG or too much salt, and normally, like if it's actually real Chinese food or Japanese food, it doesn't have all that crap in it. But a lot of fast food restaurants that say they're Chinese food, they're not actually really authentic, and they put a lot of weird ingredients in, and that's where you can have trouble. Weird ingredients. It's not really the Chinese food. Like if you had authentic, clean Chinese food, without a lot of I don't know what that place is, Laura, but and what they're adding to their foods, but I know a lot of like the takeout places and fast food places and chains, especially chains. If it's a chain, forget about it. And that's not just for Asian food, but pretty much all food. Or any food that's in a chain, most of the time, a lot of this stuff is pre-made. Their sauces. You might want to look in and find out exactly what it is that's bothering your digestive system, because Chinese food should be really good for you because it's just basically vegetables with protein, but maybe there's some of the additives that they're putting in that's actually what's affecting you, and that could be something that's in. Oh, you're eating the wrong kind, Allura. Whatever you're eating, because if it's authentic Chinese food, it totally should do that. I don't know what you're eating, but it's not authentic. Yes, Chinese food should most definitely promote regularity, as the basis of it is vegetables. So I don't know what you're eating, but that's not as some. Oh, well, Laura, that's that is like the Taco Bell of. That's not real Chinese food. Linda says, okay, let's change your statement then from Chinese food to junk food. Linda says she can't eat junk food because it makes it so she has an upset stomach. Chicken fingers, spare ribs, pork fried rice. Yeah, that is all junk food. Yeah, that is like McDonald's. Yeah, Linda, that's just junk food. That's not really actually Chinese food. I know a lot of places they have that, like wontons and fried this and fried that and all this fried, kind of like Americanized versions of Asian dishes that they don't actually serve in real Chinese restaurants. It's junk food. It's like Taco Bell. But I'm a purist and a food snob. Sam says he has never had Chinese food. What? How can you live in this century and make that statement? What do you, did you just crawl out of a bomb shelter? Maybe it's time to expand your horizons there. What other foods have you never tried too? Expand your horizons. Yeah. So wait, easy. I just left the bomb shelter. Yes, try it. That is what I'm gonna, your homework for this week. Sam Basta, is your homework this week is to try, I want you to find a Thai restaurant near you and have some Thai food, have some Chinese food. Your homework is to explore different foods from other countries. David Jones says start off with P.F. Chang's. That's not really, that is another fast food chain. What is my shirt? No, it's a tattoo. I think it's birds. I think it's a bird or a bat with an axe. I think I don't know. It's from Ami James. It's some sort of little animal with an axe, I think. Something cheery. David Jones, I'm not sure. I would go so far as to say that not all, but almost all chains are in some way a fast food because a lot of them have pre-made dishes that just require the individual restaurants to heat them up. I'm not going to say all of them, but a great many chains have like the better ones are going to actually make everything in the restaurant, but there's a lot of chains, a lot of places where they just get, even like Subway, when you think you're getting an fried egg sandwich, I've like read about that. It's not really. It's like an egg mixed with other. I thought I was, ordering something normal, like an egg sandwich. How bad could that be? Well, first of all, the egg is pre-made somewhere else in a factory and shipped pre-cooked. So all they do is heat it up. But it's not even all egg. It's like egg mixed with other fillers and oils and additives, and then they make a scrambled egg thing. So when you go to the Subway restaurant, all they do is like microwave this pre-cooked egg thing and slap some sauce on it and put it on the dough. I'm like, wait, did I? They say I don't. or grow your own veggie. Yeah, so it is 5:47, so I am just about to sign off. But I want to thank you all for coming to see me because you're awesome. I'll be back tomorrow for Stupid Question Day. I will have the genius cap on. We'll see if that thing still works. I hope you have some questions for the genius. See if that still works. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sets and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Angie Jonas, and Wing Doggy, and N1QOV, and Joe Barney, and Red Stapler, and John McCain. Thank you for checking in. Let me make sure I got everyone. Sam and St. Clinton and Philip. Kisses for everyone. And Marcel and David Jones. I love you. Bye. I hope you feel better, Sam. Bye. Bye.